think grief happens in predictable stages. You've been lied to. Elizabeth Kübler-Ross didn't invent her five-stage model to explain how people mourn lost loved ones. She created it to describe how terminally ill patients confront their own impending death. Pop psychology forced mourning into a linear box because human beings hate unpredictability. In reality, clinical data shows grief behaves like a chaotic system, more like thermodynamics than a straight staircase. You don't progress through denial or anger. Your brain experiences an informational shockwave. Grief isn't a disease to cure or a ladder to climb. It's the brutal cost of neural plasticity, remapping a world that no longer exists. Why do grieving people suddenly jump from deep crying to laughing or organizing a closet? It's not suppression. It's an evolutionary mechanism called the dual process model. Top grief researchers don't measure healing by how deeply you feel pain. They measure it by oscillation. Your brain alternates between two modes: loss-oriented, processing the pain, and restoration-oriented, rebuilding your identity and daily life. If you stay in loss mode continuously, your system collapses from cognitive exhaustion. Distraction isn't denial, it's your subconscious regulating its psychological voltage so you don't burn out the circuit. Is grief an evolutionary mistake? In biology, every emotional system carries an energy cost. Why would evolution preserve a state that paralyzes individuals with sorrow? Systems theory reveals a profound truth. Grief isn't an adaptive response. It is the biological consequence of social bonding. Attachment mechanisms like oxytocin reduce cognitive friction in groups. Grief is the inevitable tax paid when that neural binding breaks. The trade-off: you cannot build deep mammalian attachment systems without creating a severe system crash when a critical node in that network disappears. Here are the 5 most surprising insights on the true nature of grief. It's non-linear. It acts as a dynamic system, not a sequential staircase. Oscillation is vital. Healthy mourning requires swinging between pain and distraction. Identity drives the pain. You aren't just losing a person, you are losing the neural map of who you were with them. Resilience is the baseline. Modern empirical studies show that a majority of humans show natural resilience without clinical intervention. Grief is a tax on connection. It is the systemic price paid for high-value social attachment. 3 books experts recommend The Other Side of Sadness by George A. Bonanno, Grief, Seen Through a Evolutionary Lens, research compilations by Stroebe and Schut, The Neuroscience of Grief by Mary Frances O'Connor. 3 mistakes intelligent people make: pathologizing natural distraction or happiness as denial, expecting grief to follow a scheduled timeline, using intellect to intellectualize emotions rather than somatically processing them. Unanswered question: can artificial intelligence or synthetic social partners ever trigger biological grief, or is genuine attachment required for neural mourning? If you remember only one thing, don't measure your healing by how fast you move past the pain. Measure it by how effectively your system adapts to building a new world alongside it. Which myth about grief were you taught to believe? Leave your thoughts in the comments below and subscribe for deeper mental blueprints.